Hello, my Zentangle friends. This is Barbara Langston, CZT, Certified Zentangle Teacher. Welcome to Not Perfect Zen. And can you believe it? We're at day 31, the last day of Inktober 2022. You may notice that I have updated my center tile. Oops, sorry about the shaking. Slowpoke and Delphi are the patterns that I used. And the last tile that I have left is just a plain green, which kind of matches the center. So that's what I'm going to use for today. I will be using a Micron 01. You can tell I've used this one a lot. Graphite pencil. Sometimes I'll use an eraser and a blending stump. And today's pattern is Pangea. And that is one of the latest, maybe it is the newest pattern from Zentangle. And Pangea refers to the way that all the continents were together before they started shifting to become North America, South America, things like that. And it's a very simple pattern. I did not put any patterns inside of here. This one I saw where someone had just done these concentric auras, and I thought that was really cool. So I tried that, and then just shading in this outside part. And when I looked around at what other people had done, what I saw the most was they just filled it with patterns. Now this is a phi tile, and I'm not even going to try to name all the patterns that I have in here, but just filler patterns. And as you can see, when I move it, I put metallic, silver, jelly roll between all of the patterns. So that was enjoyable. I liked doing that. And let's get started. This one is an easy pattern to do. Let's see if I can kind of leave this up here if you look at maybe not. Before I forget, these are the hashtags that you can use, and using this top one makes it really easy for me to find the tiles that you have posted, especially in Instagram. I don't get on social media a lot, so it may take me a while to see it, but you guys are doing great. Beautiful work. And I really do appreciate it when you tag me in your work. Okay, so as you can see from this, that Pangea, you just start, I think I started with this one, and I just did kind of a wavy blob. And then from there on, you just aura those. So I'm just going to start with this one. And I'm not trying to do any kind of special pattern. And then I'm just going to pick a side. I'll start here. And I'm going to try to take my time and keep that aura about the same. Then I'm going to come out this way and just do something different. We're not trying to get any certain look to this. We're just adding more little Pangea things. I don't know what to call them. Continents? How about that? Little Pangea continents. Okay. And then we just keep going like that. Super easy. Oh, and see, I made that one a little bit closer. No mistakes. I'll go ahead and take this one down to the bottom. And then we will just continue by adding these little things. I know I watched the video from Maria. I don't remember what they called these. Just parts of the Pangea pattern. When they released this one, there was another pattern that went with it called Mirth, I believe. I should have looked that up. Again, I don't remember exactly the name. And it would come out of the center of those, but you do not have to do Pangea with that little filler. So again, we're just continuing to add these little continents. I think I like calling them continents. Little islands, maybe. And they don't have to be a certain size. Okay. And you could just leave it like that. You could put patterns inside, like I did here. You could put the same pattern in each one. Because this is Inktober, I'm not going to add another pattern inside because I want each one of my tiles to have just the pattern that I'm working on. But let's go ahead and just start doing what I did on my scrapbook. So I'm just putting an orb, and around that orb, I'm just going to aura it. Okay. So I'm trying to decide what's going to happen next on my channel. If you have suggestions or something that you would especially like for me to show, please add that in the comments. Okay, so I am not putting anything between these. This is kind of like hollabah. I'm going under that one and coming around to this one. So if I were still doing my circle, it's not going to show up yet. So let's just go ahead and go back to this one. And it would come around and go here. And then just keep turning your tile. I found this to be very relaxing also. When you just concentrate on little things like this, just simple line work, then I especially find it to be Zen-like or meditative, however you would like to call it. And I like to do it when I'm listening to music or audiobooks. I also have a favorite podcast that I like to listen to, and it's called Stuff You Should Know. Very interesting. It's just informative. And my son told me about that. Okay, so we're just going to keep going. I'll try to speed this up a little bit. And we're always skipping over the gap. And then just keep going out and adding a new ring. And I'm trying to keep them the same distance apart, but if it doesn't, then that's fine. Okay, can't really see where to put one there. Oops. And I think the person that I saw that did this, sorry, I think I was moving towards the top of the screen. The person I saw that did this was in the Mosaic app. You can see a ton of ideas in the Mosaic app. You could just stop there, but I'm not going to. This is where you are welcome, as always, to speed up this video or just draw along with me. Oops, I missed that one. Okay. And you could just stay in this one thing. Let's try that instead of spinning it. It's going to turn out the same. Trying to kind of match what was before it. Oh, another thing that you may have noticed is that I added a post to the community tab on my YouTube channel. I honestly don't know if that tab has been there and I just didn't notice, but I'm going to try to add some posts there occasionally. And the other thing is that there is a channel tab, and in that channel tab I have added links to other YouTube channels that I find to be very useful. Some of them are friends, a couple of people I have taken lessons from or given lessons to, and you can check that out and maybe find some channels that you didn't know were there. Yeah, this is definitely a little bit faster than turning each time. The first thing I want to do is make a couple of tiles using the patterns from Inktober. I don't know if that will turn into a video or not. All right, there you go. That's interesting. And I'm going to shade it the same way I did in here. Okay. So for that one, I stopped and just left those in the middle. But for this one, we put it all around. And I'm just going to add some graphite to the inner edge of each of these patterns. You could put another color through here, kind of like I did with the silver. For all of my tiles, I have not added any other color besides what's already down there from my watercolors. So this is kind of like the rings of a tree that's kind of broken up. My sister said that's what it reminded her of. While searching for examples of these Zentangle patterns, I have found some new channels that I've enjoyed watching. But I am very happy that you are watching my channel. I really, really appreciate your comments. I greatly appreciate those who have donated to support my channel. If you want to know what that goes toward, it helps me with my software. And I thought my laptop was crashing, which I did not want to have to go buy a new one. This one's only 2 years old. And so I had to sign up for some support. And of course, they make you sign up for a whole year with monthly payments, but it's cheaper than buying a new laptop. So anyway, thank you to everyone and just watching my channel, subscribing, hitting the like button, all of that helps to support my channel. Again, let me know if there's something that you think you need help with. I will do my best to either find an answer for you or show you. I'd like to think that my channel is helpful to both beginners and those who have been tangling for a while. I don't do the Zentangle inspired art. Excuse me. I'm just not that good at coming up with designs or doing the fantastic coloring work that some of these ladies and gentlemen do. My favorite is still the classic Zentangle with a 3.5 inch tile. Of course, mine are 4 inch sometimes. And just not worrying about the outcome. That's the most relaxing. And that's the reason that I loved Zentangle from the very beginning. All right, so I'm just softening these. And if you ever feel like you got too much on there, this is a kneaded eraser, which means, you can knead it like bread dough. And then if you think you got too much, you can just kind of soften it. Just picks up a little bit, and that's what I'm going to do. I think it's a little bit dark. Okay. And the other thing you could do is you could put the white General's chalk pencil. You could put a little bit in the centers. Kind of makes it look like islands. Oh, sorry. All right, there we go. We're done. Dun, 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 dun. That's day 31, Pangea by Zentangle. And I'm going to put it on here. And I'll be almost ready to, well, I'm trying to get it to go down. Okay. All right. Done. And I talked about rearranging these. I think I'm actually just going to leave them in this order. And I might, I don't know if I'll do anything else to it before I put the lid on it. But there we go. Thank you so much for enjoying this with me, for showing me the work that you've done and the support that you've given me through Inktober 2022. Let me know what you want next, and I'll see if I can do it. Have a great November. November is usually Graphite, and I'm not going to do a daily pattern or video. but I do like to see what the tangle patterns are, and I'll possibly do a couple of videos with that. So again, here are our hashtags, and here's my Pangea tile, and we're done with Inktober, and I will see you again soon. Thank you. Bye.